Yo, I've made a few videos talking about GIGABASH over, since I started this channel, and I have still been playing it. I did a review over Hedorah and King Ghidorah whenever they were released as the DLC for Godzilla Nemesis, and that was the last video I made for them, if I'm remembering correctly. I think I am. I honestly don't know who has that good of a memory, but yeah, this video is basically just going to be me talking about what stuff that I wish would come into it, whether it be kaiju, new game effects, new arcade modes, basically new anything. And this video is just made because I like this game and I kind of want to see if anyone else would want to see these types of things put into the game or built upon in the game. But yeah, if you like kaiju and you like GIGABASH, you'll like this video. So yeah, let's jump right into it with the first segment, which is kaiju that I want to see in this game. There are a lot of kaiju, whether it be franchise or specific kaiju, that I want to see in this game. I posted a poll on the community tab, a video asking on YouTube and TikTok about people to give me their comments for what kaiju they would want to see in this game, and I've gotten one comment back, so I'm probably gonna wait until I get more comments, if I get more comments on that, to make a full-on video talking about that. But for now, this segment is going to have just one franchise that I would want and the 4 kaiju that I would absolutely love to see in the franchise, like DLC if they made it. But yeah, the franchise I would want to come into GIGABASH. If you've been watching my videos, you should know by now that it is absolutely the sexy turtle boy, Gamera. Okay, Gamera is my favorite kaiju by far. I made a video just the other day talking about my the best kaiju in film history, and I put Gamera down as it. You should definitely go and watch that movie if you like kaiju, or if you just want to listen to me rant about something else. But yeah, this is absolutely the franchise we need in this. We already have Godzilla, we have Ultraman, now we need Gamera. Now, this is definitely the franchise I would want to see, but what 4 kaiju would I want to see in it? And yes, I am going to go ahead and say 4, because the only DLC we've gotten with only 2 characters is the Godzilla Nemesis one, and I don't even know why that only had 2. I feel like it was just because they only wanted to do 2, I guess, for it. Do a half of a DLC, I guess, and then the other 2 that we got were full-on DLCs. That might be how they do it now. They'll give us a franchise, like the very first DLC for them, and do 4 characters, and then the next DLCs that are within that same franchise get 2 characters instead of 4, which, that's fine. We could definitely do that with Gamera, but yeah, let's start with the first 4 that I would want to see in a Gamera DLC. First of all, we have to start with the main character of the Gamera franchise, which is Gamera himself. Now, would I want it to be Heisei or Showa era? This is something I'm going to be talking about later with the skins that I want to be added into the game, because yes, I am going to have a whole segment about skins that should be in the game, and for now, I'm going to go ahead and say that the first skin should be Showa era Gamera, if you ask me, because, well, that's just what I grew up with. But yeah, Heisei era does look absolutely sick, so I think that should be a different skin that maybe comes with the DLC, just as a secondary skin to have, kind of like the Burning Godzilla with the Godzilla DLC that came out. I'm pretty sure that's the skin that came with it. It might be the 1950s Godzilla. I can't really remember which skin came with it, but I remember seeing a different type of skin for it, and that's what made me want to make this video, really, because the skins is one of the main points of it. But yeah, first one in that DLC should absolutely be Gamera. The next character that absolutely must be in the Gamera DLC, if they may ever make one, is Giron. We've never gotten a kaiju that walks on all 4s yet in this game. Not yet, at least. But I think even beyond that, it would just be really fun to use, because you could give him an attack that's a flip, kind of like the Ultraman attack, where he does the flip to kick, but instead it flips forward and slams down. There could be a shuriken one, there could be a charge attack. Honestly, the movesets are really creative whenever it comes to this type of kaiju, because it's literally just a weapon. Anything a sword can do, this thing can do, and it has shurikens that it can throw. And for the other skin, I would absolutely love to see, well, this might come as a surprise to a lot of you because I made an entire video ranting about the redesign in this show, but I think it would be a cool skin to have, just to show a different type of version of Giron, but that skin does come to us from Gamera Rebirth. I had an entire video that's like 20 minutes long talking about this redesign. I feel very passionately about Showa-era Giron, and this version of Giron definitely is not my favorite out of the two, but it does look cool. I've grown to accept it. I don't love it, but I accept that it looks cool and that it's a new cool redesign, I guess. Go watch that video if you want to see all of my thoughts on it. But yeah, this would be an amazing skin to get for it. The next one that I'm going to talk about is one that I actually have a movie review up for. Well, the movie that it came out whenever it was first released had this kaiju in it. I know I'm talking like really cryptically, and it's because I want you guys to get invested before I show it so that you don't just click off the video because you already know what the third one's going to be. But yeah, the third one is Virus. This is a really cool kaiju. One of my favorite kaiju fights in general from this movie. The last fight with Gamera and Virus. And I think Virus would be super cool to see. We don't really have a octopus type of kaiju yet. I think him twirling to fly would be pretty cool if they did that. I think everything about Virus would absolutely work in GIGABASH. I forgot the name of the game for a second, but yeah, I have brain blank moments every once in a while, but yeah, this would be an absolutely amazing kaiju to come into the game. I think they could do a lot with the moveset. I think the Showa era should definitely be the first skin for this one, the only skin possibly. Unless they went with the Gamera Rebirth redesign. There are a few of these that you can only do the Gamera Rebirth redesign with because they haven't been redesigned in any other way. But yeah, this is a really cool kaiju. I think sticking with just the Showa era skin would be even better than doing the Gamera Rebirth type of thing, because I think this version of Virus looks goofier and fits better into Gigabash's style, to be honest. But yeah, that's the third one. And if you know anything about Gamera and his biggest enemy, like most famous, you probably know who's about to come up. Gyaos. Okay, this is absolutely one that we would definitely need. The laser alone is really unique to Gyaos. Everything about Gyaos is just really cool. This is one that they could only use the Showa era and Heisei era types of designs for, because the Gamera Rebirth redesign makes it a lot more regular dinosaur looking like. Less man in a suit, more giant dinosaur, which doesn't really fit the whole Gigabash aesthetic. I mean, they could use it, but I honestly don't think it's that good of a redesign anyways. I think the Showa era redesign is absolutely the best redesign we've ever gotten for Gyaos, especially at the ending. The first ones that we see in the Heisei era movie are kind of more animalistic and dinosaur-like, like the Gamera Rebirth, but the last one definitely brings it back with the man in a suit type of thing, which, I mean, it was. I have a full-on movie review for Gamera Guardian of the Universe if you want to go and watch that, but yeah, I also have a 30-minute live reaction video too if you want to watch that. But yeah, Heisei or Showa era versions of Gyaos would absolutely work no matter what. I honestly just want to see Gyaos just because the laser that he uses is a lot more unique than some of the other kaiju that are in movies. I think the just straight up laser looks really cool, and I think him cutting off Gamera's arm is just really gnarly. I don't know. I absolutely love Gyaos, top 3 kaiju in general. But yeah, that's the kaiju I would want to see if they did a Gamera DLC. This was actually a pretty long section, but yeah, I'll probably do a timestamp card in the beginning of the video just to give people a heads up to what sections everything is. But yeah, that's the end of me talking about what kaiju I want to see. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a full-on video just talking about you guys' comments whenever more comments come in about the whole what kaiju everyone would want to see. But yeah, definitely comment on this video if you want to see that video, because I've only gotten one comment so far. So I mean, comment if you want to. But the next section is going to be about, well, the skins, like I've been talking about. So yeah, let's jump right into their skin. I honestly would just like to see any skins that weren't just recolors, especially for Ultraman and the Godzilla DLCs. All the DLCs, I think, should be able to at least get a few cool skins from all of the series and movies and everything that they're in, just so that we can have something. I would also... Well, that goes into the next section that I'm going to talk about, but I'll talk about that in the next section. But the whole skin thing, I just honestly want more skins from the movies and the actual franchise that it is, because Burning Godzilla's sick. We could see the MonsterVerse type of movies. Shin Godzilla would be a sick skin. We could get... honestly, Chibi Godzilla would look cool if they could get it to fit within the same type of where the model of the regular Godzilla. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of at least Godzilla stuff that you could do. The Ultraman stuff, I've honestly only seen the original 60 series and a little bit of Ultra Q. I've seen a few episodes of Ultraman Tiga, which is the other one that's like in the DLC. So I mean, there's a few things you could do with that, just with different Ultramen and stuff, the Ultramen and such. But yeah, I would love to see stuff that isn't just recolors. And honestly, the best recolors come from their original stuff, because they can go full on crazy with it. Especially the Snell one, I can't remember his name, but he has a few really good recolors. Thundertross has the red and black one that you get from the story mode on his story section, and it's actually a really cool one that makes him look like a actual mech villain. So I mean, that's pretty cool. All of them have really cool recolors, but I would love to see some actual like full-on skins for all the kaiju. But yeah, that's basically all I had to talk about with the whole skin thing. But yeah, the next part is what I was going to talk about and then stopped, which is level progression, which with the DLC characters is absolutely non-existent. But yeah, let's jump right into that section. Okay, before I start talking about the level progression in this game, I will go ahead and actually explain what it is, because I know a lot of different games have different types of level progression and what you get for leveling up. GIGABASH gives you recolors and different concept art and stuff like that, with the soundtrack discs and everything, come from player progression, and then the kaiju have separate levels that give you different progression for them. That's usually the recolors, concept art, stuff like that. But the DLC have absolutely none of that. I know it's nice to get a DLC and automatically have everything, like the skins and all that unlocked, even though it is just recolors. It's nice to have, at least, especially since you can make Destroya from red to blue. Oh, fancy. But yeah, it's just recolors, and you get it for free, and there's literally no other level progression. I like having characters that I can actually level up and get new things for. It makes me feel like I'm not just playing the game to play it. It gives me a reason to play certain characters. Like King Ghidorah, I honestly suck as him, and I have only played him like twice so far, but Hedorah I love just in general, even the movies and the GIGABASH the game in general. But yeah, I've been playing Hedorah nonstop, but it sucks not getting any new stuff for it, so I kind of started playing Concrete. If you don't know what that is, that's just a living building that's a kaiju in this game. One of the best kaiju designs ever, and it's just a building. But yeah, level progression is something this game absolutely needs to give us more of, especially for the DLC characters. I know it's probably hard for them to do that, since they don't actually have the full rights to them. That's probably why we don't have it, and I'm probably griping about something they can't really fix or do anything with. But yeah, I don't know. That would be cool to see if we could get a level progression type of thing where if you level up as Godzilla, you can get some concept art or new recolors, I guess. New skins would be even better, but I was talking about skins just a second ago, so I'm not going to start talking about that again. But yeah, level progression is absolutely something that I think should definitely be upped in this game, because every time I level up and I get a new soundtrack or a new recolor for one of the original ones, or even new concept art, I love like looking at it and listening to it just because I think it's neat. It's honestly just neat. But yeah, I don't know. Level progression is something that's really important in most games, I'd say, especially a game like this, because getting new stuff is probably what's going to keep people coming to it more instead of just leaving it alone and not doing anything with it. But I mean, this is a really fun game, and if you're a kaiju fan in general, this is basically the only game I know of that you can play, other than the Godzilla game on PlayStation 4, but I'm pretty sure a copy of that goes for like $60, and I'm pretty sure everyone thinks that GIGABASH is better than that game anyways, so I mean, obviously, they're not going to lose too many of their fan base, even if they do unlock everything. But yeah, the level progression is something they should definitely up, I think, at least. I would absolutely love to get some level progression for the DLC characters, even if it is just some concept art or something like that. Actually, some concept art would be really cool, because it would be like just a GIGABASH only thing type of thing, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just think level progression is something I want to more of. Maybe we can get some player icons or something if they... I don't think... Yeah, GIGABASH doesn't even have player icons or anything. Let's just bring that in. That'd be cool. And it would be kind of on brand for the type of game that GIGABASH is. I'm surprised we don't have a battle pass yet. But I'm also glad we don't. But yeah, level progression is absolutely something that we need more of in this game, so that I have more of a reason to play some of the DLC characters that I just never play, because I don't know, I like playing them, but there's no, I don't know, I like leveling up the characters. But yeah, I think that's basically all I wanted to talk about in this video, is the level progression, skins, and new kaiju I want to see in the game. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a video talking about all the comments that you guys leave, talking about what kaiju you want to see in the game, so definitely leave a comment telling me what kaiju or mech or literally any other giant monster type of thing you would want to see in this game. Honestly, you don't even have to stick with the Showa and Heisei era type of kaiju. I would like to hear any thoughts. The one person that commented on TikTok said the Saiyan monkeys, which they're giant apes, not just monkeys. They're all monkeys. Not racist. Tails. They have tails. They're all monkey tails. They have literal monkey tails. I'm gonna be canceled, aren't I?
Cancel this man.
No! Okay, but I thought that was a really good idea. The Saiyan ape type of thing, and then whenever they go into the giant version, they could do the, blonde all over it, like it's gone Super Saiyan. That'd be sick. But yeah, I don't know, just tell me whatever you want to see, even if it's not from normal kaiju stuff, because anything can be a kaiju if it's huge. I could be a kaiju if I vor. If anything vores enough, it could be a kaiju. But yeah, definitely leave a comment and tell me what you think about all of my ideas for this game. I should be the CEO of GIGABASH. Yeah. See ya.